Hello, everyone. So I am gonna be 29 in 70 some days. My name's Deborah Ann. But yeah, I'm documenting this time up to that point. Be able to like look back, have some memories, and see if there's some things that I can accomplish through these next 2 months. But yeah, so if you want to join me in this journey, go ahead and subscribe, please. And like this one, and maybe even comment some encouragement or something that you probably want to achieve before your next birthday. Anyways, so it's been a hot minute since I've hopped on here. It's been a crazy week. I know I did upload Friday, and I said I was gonna explain what happened Tuesday and Wednesday, but I'm gonna share with y'all like what has been going on in my mind, what's been simmering, bubbling there, because again, my goal is to complete these. It was originally 75 days. I'm still doing this. Like, don't get me wrong, but work has been just crazy. I've been uh, getting home doing almost 12-hour shifts, probably less, but it's like 10 to 12, and it's been tiring. It's been crazy. My back has been hurting me just because of how much I've been sitting. Yes, I get up and move around, but it's not enough. I need to be more active. That's another goal. Let's be more active. Um, but yeah, like it's just been crazy. I haven't been able to be as consistent I want, but I've noticed a pattern. So I did have another channel. I do still have another channel. It's still up if y'all want to go subscribe. But I always try to start vlogmas, but then 3 or 4 days into it, I just stop because it gets overwhelming. And it's funny how I always try to start during this time when it's like the busiest time of my life, just because of work and everything. The pattern I've noticed is again, I would post 3 or 4 days and then, yeah, stop. And I would always wonder, like, this is so upsetting. It's so frustrating that I don't finish things that I start, and I find myself in that rut. Um, I was wondering about spiritual warfare. I was like, Lord, like, I know this is spiritual warfare because every time I try to commit myself to something, I always get stuck within 3 or 4 days, and I'm like, okay, hold on, this isn't where I need to be, right? I know the Lord is calling me higher. The Lord is drawing me nearer to Him, and each time I try to make that dedication and commit to it again, something happens to where I just don't do it. Before I felt very like defeated, and I'm like, I can't do this again, and here I am starting it again, and then I fell into that same kind of mindset, and I was like, okay, hold on, no, I really do feel like I need to commit to this because, again, how I said, the Lord has called me to this. Let me make sure I'm recording because that'd be the worst. Yes, we're good, we're recording. But like, I felt like I was like, I need to commit to this because, first of all, I made a promise to you, Lord. Like, this is, I don't want to break promises. And most of all, if it's a promise to you, Lord. On the Bible app, I went to research like spiritual warfare. On my other Bible, I have there's an index, and I was looking into the word warfare. Spiritual, there wasn't that many, and then warfare, because again, this is a battle. I've grown up in the church and everything. I could probably go into my testimony in another video, but I've grown up in church. I know the word, I know God, I know who He is, right? But at the same time, I feel like my actions and the way I've been living has not reflected that. Probably it's my standard, right? But like, I feel convicted in the sense like I need to be consistent with this when I have not. I've lived through it, so it's normal to me, right? But being consistent is something that I need to go into deeply. So that's the new step that I feel like I've been struggling with. So I looked up for scripture and stuff like that, and then I came across Second Corinthians chapter 10, and we could start on verse 2. This is Paul writing about his ministry, in defense of his ministry. And it says, I beg you that when I come, I may not have to be as bold as I expect to be towards some people who think that we live by the standards of this world. For though we live in the world, we do not wage war as the world does. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of this world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take every thought captive to make it obedient to Christ. And we will be ready to punish every act of disobedience once your obedience is complete. And when I read this, I was like, I know I'm in disobedience right now. But at the same time, it's all the more reason why I should pursue the Lord and continue with this. Like it challenged me in the sense to be like, okay, I know that this is warfare. Like, I could go on and live my life without having a care in the world, but again, I want to represent Christ in a good way, in the best way possible, because we have to give him the best of our lives, right? So with this being said, like, when I read this, I was like, okay, yes. My obedience to the Lord is going to produce a lot more blessings, and it'll also break strongholds. So I need to step out of that cycle. I need to break that cycle in prayer, fasting, in reading his word, in confiding in him with more things. And I guess this is what my heart has been pushing me to do, or my spirit has been telling me to do, but I would always give into my flesh, and I'm tired. Like, I'm not gonna do it, and then I'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination. Procrastinated my whole life. It's a challenge for me to step into this for realsies, and really understand that it's not against flesh and blood, but it's principalities and powers and stuff like that. So, not that what I'm internally going through is against someone specifically, by no means. It's more so like the reasons why I am lazy, I am even struggling to complete these 75 days, is because of the fact that there is a stronghold there. This is the warfare I need to fight against. This is the warfare I am praying to be broken. And there's a whole new meaning of warfare. It's like, yes, we can be like, oh, the enemy's doing this, the enemy's doing that, but no. Like, when you become a Christian, and when you believe that Jesus is who he says he is, and he came to set you free from everything, your life now no longer becomes yours. So you are breaking out of these old habits, and it's just a thing where it's just like, okay, I need to not be so hard on myself, because again, this is just a cycle that I've been through, and now I need to break through it. But I'm not alone now. I have the Lord with me, and I have all the power in the world here, because Jesus is the one that gives us the power and authority, because he already defeated death. That's just what I've been going through the past the past week. But yeah, we're officially starting again, like, not taking anything for granted. This is not a game. I'm doing this to be obedient to Christ, and yeah, but I hope this encourages you guys. Like, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like there's something that's been burdening you, be like, okay, is there a pattern that I've been seeing that's prevented me from going to where I want to go? Like, is there something there that's again, repetitive, and you see it, and you acknowledge it, but you don't know what to do? I highly recommend that you just simply be like, okay, Jesus, you are who you say you are. And I know I'm your child, I'm your daughter. Help me, guide me. But also go to his word, read. This is the best place besides prayer and hearing from him directly. This is another way you can hear from him directly. I mean, he even answered my question there. So I just want to encourage you all. You're not alone. You can do this. You can get through this. Just one foot in front of the other. His word is a lamp unto our feet and a light to our path. So I hope I said that right. Don't give up. He's in control. But that's all I have to say, I think. I guess this is day 1 of Vlogmas now. But yeah, okay. We'll see how it goes this week. My whole work schedule is up in the air. So I will try to do what I can. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to join me on this journey, please subscribe, like this video, and comment down below something that you probably look forward to. Or to see if this even encouraged you, if there's something that the Lord has been wanting to bring you out of. But yeah, I love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless you. Bye.